Welcome, my radiant Leos, both the longtime Pride members and those just wandering in, curious about the roar behind the name, to Golden Fortune Leo. Today's message is not just another astrological update, it's an unveiling, a reminder that there are unseen forces at work in your life. We begin with the Tessila, 3 mystical weaver witches who see beyond ordinary sight, threading together the fabric of destinies, bridging worlds and lifetimes with a deftness that would make any master tailor jealous. Their influence is much like a double-shot espresso, invigorating and potentially life-changing, though whether it jolts you into clarity or chaos depends on what you've been feeding your soul. In this particular reading, however, Leo, the cosmos is smiling on you. These forces are spinning a tapestry rich with prosperity and divine protection, a cloak you didn't know you were wearing but will soon feel draped across your shoulders. For my chosen ones stepping into the year of triumph 2025, this isn't merely luck, it's cosmic VIP access, the velvet rope parting just for you. Then there's Pilar, your steady voice in the wilderness, your seasoned guide here at Golden Fortune Leo. She greets you not with the distant detachment of an academic but with the warmth of someone who has studied the stars and the human spirit long enough to know they're telling the same story. This is a bonus reading, timeless in its relevance, delivered through the mysterious Luna Negra Oracle, a deck that doesn't mince words. And in true Leo fashion, because let's be honest, subtlety isn't our strongest suit, she invites you to step fully into this moment. If you've been hovering at the edge of engagement, quietly watching from the back row, now is the time to move forward, to claim your seat, and yes, to hit like, share, and subscribe. Not because algorithms need feeding, though they do, but because this is how you signal to the universe, and yourself, that you are ready. In the psychology of self-fulfilling prophecies, action cements belief. In the wisdom of Buddhist thought, intention precedes transformation. And in the humor only Leos can get away with, think of it as announcing to the cosmic stage, I've arrived. Please, dim the lights, I want the spotlight. After all, we Leos never do anything halfway. When the cards fell, the tree, the tower, the page, the obstacles, luck, and the mountains, they didn't just tell a story, they opened a chapter you've been writing for longer than you realize. This is ancestral energy, the kind that carries the quiet weight of generations, whispering that your journey didn't start here and it won't end here. The tree speaks to roots that run deep, roots you've been tending for years, maybe lifetimes, whether you knew it or not. You've planted seeds with your choices, your persistence, your quiet acts of faith. Seeds now stretching upward under the steady pull of spiritual guidance. The tower here is not collapse, but perspective, a reminder to climb higher to see further. And beyond it, the mountains stand as both challenge and reward, their peaks promising abundance if you keep moving toward them. In astrology, we'd call this the long arc of Saturn's favor, earned over time, not gifted overnight. The page's arrival changes the air. It's a messenger, carrying news of prosperity on the horizon. But here's the twist most people miss, and this is where both the psychology of self-sabotage and the teachings of the Zodiac intersect. The greatest obstacle in this spread isn't an enemy plotting in the shadows. It's subtler, slipperier. It's the quiet undermining voice in your own mind. Doubt, dressed as caution, whispering, maybe you're not ready, or what if it's not meant for you? As someone who's studied human behavior and the way belief shapes reality, I can tell you this, nothing steals fortune faster than the hands of self-sabotage. It's like locking the door and then complaining no one's come to visit. Leo, if you want what's coming to you, and trust me, you do, you've got to keep your mane high and your posture unshakable. The universe listens to the energy you hold, not the excuses you make. And then, as if to seal the point, the Triquetra emerges. This ancient Celtic knot, no beginning, no end, represents the balance of body, mind, and spirit. It's a sacred geometry for living fully. For Leo, it's your personal trifecta: protection, courage, and honor. Without one, the others falter. This is the moment to remember that spiritual protection isn't just an abstract blessing, it's reinforced by how you carry yourself in the world. Here, the energy of the Weaver Witches returns, stitching together the threads of your life into a shield you can wear. They're not working to keep you safe from the outside alone, they're weaving to protect you from your own moments of forgetting who you are. But here's the part that makes even the most regal lion chuckle: self-belief is still the make-or-break factor. Even a lion, king of the savannah, can trip over its own tail if it's too busy wondering whether it deserves the crown. This is where the wisdom of Buddhist philosophy quietly enters: you already possess the seed of everything you seek. The work is not in getting it but in removing the obstacles that make you forget it's yours. The mountain is both out there and in here. And the climb, with all its challenges, slips, and summit views, is exactly what turns you from a lion in name to a lion in truth. So, chosen ones, in this year of triumph 2025, remember, the roots are deep, the messenger is at the door, and your shield is strong. The only real question left is, will you let yourself walk through? When the dog and the snake step onto the stage of your reading, they're not just random players in the cosmic drama, they're archetypes carrying messages as old as storytelling itself. The dog is loyalty in its purest form, steadfast and unwavering. It's the friend who shows up when the chips are down, the companion who doesn't flinch when life gets messy. But here's the secret most people miss: the card is asking whether you're extending that same fierce loyalty inward. In my years studying both astrology and human psychology, I've seen how easily Leos will go to battle for others yet hesitate when it's time to defend their own dreams. And then there's the snake, the symbol of transformation, shedding the old skin to reveal the vibrant, necessary new. Change is coming, slow but certain, like a train you can hear long before you see it. The cards whisper the same advice I would give as both an astrologer and a student of Buddhist thought: trust yourself, and offer the same compassion to your own golden heart that you pour so freely into others. Next, the ship sails in under the sun, and if you know your symbolism, that's no small omen. This is movement, progress, and yes, sometimes literal travel. But in this spread, it's more about the steady course you're charting toward abundance. The sun beams overhead, saying, "The wind is with you." The clouds, of course, drift in, those pesky moments of confusion or doubt. But they're just that, passing weather. In psychology, we'd call them cognitive distortions; in astrology, they're temporary transits. Shift your focus from "I can't" to "I already am," and watch how quickly the fog lifts. You don't need to chase the sun, it's already above you. Then come the birds, chattering with spiritual communication, eager to guide you toward your abundance. These aren't just sweet omens, they're invitations to listen more deeply, to quiet the static of everyday life so you can catch the melody of your higher path. And the fox? Ah, the fox is clever, and in this case, it's watching you. Maybe it's envy, maybe it's curiosity, but someone's been observing your evolution with keen interest. As someone who has seen countless Leo charts, I'll say this: you are magnetic when you grow, and growth always draws eyes. Whether those eyes are rooting for you or waiting for you to stumble, let them watch. You are, after all, the show worth watching. By the time we reach the next spread, the message is clear: harvest time is near. I picture your ancestors on the sidelines, waving giant golden flags, cheering like you've just scored the winning goal in the championship game of life. They've seen the work you've done, the late nights, the hard choices, the courage to keep going when the easier option was to quit. Now they're urging you to open your third eye, to widen your perspective, to welcome in fresh circles of people who expand your world. Live in joy, not because joy ignores pain, but because joy is the magnet that pulls blessings into your orbit. In Buddhist teaching, joy isn't the absence of suffering, it's the presence of awareness in the middle of it. And Leo, you wear awareness like you wear sunlight, naturally, and with style. Finally, there's the matter of the legal win or financial settlement hinted in the spread. This is not the maybe someday variety, this is the kind of outcome that could lay the groundwork for long-term stability. Think of it as the universe leaning over, handing you a set of keys, and saying, "We've got your back." But here's the fine print, you have to keep the channel open. Energetically speaking, abundance can't pour into a closed container. You stay open by keeping your thoughts in alignment with your vision, your actions consistent with your values, and your spirit receptive to help, whether that help comes from the divine, your community, or your own inner resolve. So, in this year of triumph 2025, understand that the loyalty you've shown, the transformations you've embraced, and the steady course you've charted are all converging into a season of reward. The eyes are on you, the sails are full, and the harvest is within reach. Your only job now? Believe it's yours, and live like it's already here. The clarifying cards arrive like the grand entrance of a Hollywood cast: Temperance, 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Strength, and a few more heavy hitters that would make any seasoned reader pause in admiration. Each one speaks with its own voice, but together they form a clear message: this is a season of healing, of reclaiming your energy from old entanglements that no longer deserve your time or attention. Temperance whispers of balance and moderation, not the kind that dims your fire, Leo, but the kind that channels it with precision. The 9 of Pentacles applauds your independence and the fruits of your labor, while the Ace of Pentacles offers a fresh start rooted in real opportunity. And Strength? Well, that's the card that feels like it was written just for you, a reminder that courage and compassion are your twin superpowers. Strategic growth is the co-star of this chapter, and the stage is set for you to take the lead. Then, the big guns roll in, the Chariot, the world, and death. This is not a polite nudge from the universe, this is a direct, cinematic moment where the soundtrack swells and the plot shifts. The Chariot says it's time to move forward with intention and discipline. The world reminds you that completion is not an ending but a graduation. And death? That's the plot twist everyone fears until they realize it's simply the door to transformation. Together, they tell you to close the chapters that drain you, to shift your lens from problems to possibilities. Do that, and your reality will change faster than a cat chasing a laser pointer, and let's be honest, Leo, you know how to pounce when you see the prize. The astrological cast list is just as compelling. Cancer brings emotional depth and intuition, the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, turn up the intensity, anchoring you in determination. Gemini brings adaptability, Libra offers balance, Virgo hones the details, and Capricorn sets the long-term vision. If you hold these placements, the cosmic volume is up, the spotlight is on, and the cues are yours to take. As Pilar closes the reading, she offers the timeless reminder: take what resonates, release what doesn't. In true Buddhist fashion, no clinging, no grasping. Let gratitude be your companion, and let courage be your compass as you step into the year of triumph 2025. This is your moment to live fully, not in the someday, but in the now. So, Leo, here's your conclusion. The universe has written you into a role where abundance, transformation, and joy are all in the script. Your job is to show up, hit your marks, and deliver the performance only you can give. Celebrate the wins, learn from the challenges, and savor the ordinary moments, because they, too, are part of the masterpiece. And if you felt that familiar stirring in your chest, that sense that life is about to get very interesting, trust it. The cards, the stars, and your own history are all pointing in the same direction. If you've enjoyed this journey through the cards and the cosmos, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Golden Fortune Leo. This is where we honor the wisdom of the zodiac, explore the patterns of the mind, and, just occasionally, laugh at the glorious unpredictability of it all. After all, the future may be written in the stars, but how you live it is entirely in your hands.